You hear hail to the chief? I mean, when the president shows up, you get hail to the chief, and we got the president this morning.
Y'all need to get off that.
Well, that's that is Lance doing his thing. And,
good
Scott,
morning.
We have to amuse ourselves a little bit also.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Lance.
Good morning, Scott Knows No Bounds. How's it going up there? I've heard it's been a great fair. I'm sure you have had nothing to do with that, have you?
Well, no, it's been a good fair. We got, as my daddy used to say, we got it by the tail in a downhill drag now, though. So
yeah, that's nothing to it now.
This hour of Mornings with Richard Cross, brought to you by MWG Employer Services. Running a business is tough, and if you're struggling with HR, benefits, and payroll, you're not alone. That's where MWG Employer Services comes in. They can provide a full range of employer services, plus a custom plan that fits you. Give them a call today, 601-206-7966, or go to MWGEmployerServices.com. The C Spire text line is open to you, 601-879-4395. The best teams know how to get even better. That's why C Spire constantly enhances their wireless fiber internet and business solutions for you. Visit cspire.com today. C Spire, inspired by you. Scott Bounds is my guest. He is a state representative, District 44, longtime fair participant. He is the president of the Neshoba County Fair, and I was here for the nighttime activities last night for the first time. I've been 4 or 5 times, always in the day, and so a little bit different perspective being here in the evening. But driving in, I was saying earlier, I was between SuperTalk signals and was kind of doing a scan on the radios. I was transitioning, and I found the horse racing on the radio yesterday afternoon.
Absolutely.
So caught the first quarter-mile race.
There you go. Yeah,
I think it was only a 3-horse race.
Yeah, so our local radio station, they've been a partner in the fair for almost 80 years. Wow. Here. Local radio station, WHOC, WWSL, but they broadcast a lot of things from down here. Horse racing is one. And would you really, people would be amazed at how many people listen to that on the radio. They really do, Richard, and listen to the horse races and listen to different things that we have going on down here. And so, you probably picked up 103.3 out of Meridian is y'all's SuperTalk affiliate, I think.
I believe that is correct.
But yeah, so this is your first time to spend the night down here.
It was, and I did not stay up nearly as late as some.
I got you.
I think I put my head on the pillow 12:30-ish, a little after midnight.
Oh, man, that's rookie.
I know. Well, I understand that, but I knew that the alarm was going off at the same time, regardless of when I put my head on the pillow.
And get it. Yeah, you're a smart man.
Yeah. You know what was cool for me was I brought my daughter, my 15-year-old daughter. She's never been before and wanted to come along. And my friends that have got a place here graciously said, "Yeah, we got room. Bring her on." And it was cool to get her to watch her kind of see everything for the first time, and she had a blast. But I kind of made a loop around, I don't know, about 11 o'clock last night. The band was going out here. They'd finished the concert over at the grandstand, had the Founder Square concert going last night, and it was cool to see how many little kids at 11 o'clock were out. And it, might as well have been daylight.
Sure.
Footballs, cornhole boards, running around, having a big time.
We get the question a lot, Richard, what's the attendance of the fair? And we know how many tickets we sell, but we really don't know how many people are out here because we don't charge admission for kids 10 and under.
Okay.
And there are just boot-hoodles of kids running around. So we don't really know what a number is of people that's on the grounds at any time. I mean, we can take the cabins and get an average number of people and multiply that out, but is that what's on the grounds? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But it is. This is I will say, and we will say that I will say that the kids have a great time out here, and it's funny to see a kid walking around with a number on his arm, and it's like a number 11. That means he's at cabin number 11. If he gets separated, take him to cabin number 11.
and it is kind of like a community raising to the kids, right?
Yeah,
it's like this kid's lost, they're crying, hey, where do you need to be? How do I help you get there?
Right. That's right. Yeah, but to watch the kids, they play in the sawdust, and look, when it rains, they those kids getting down there on the racetrack and having those mud fights and sliding in the mud and getting in the ditch like kids do, it's just amazing to watch them. And I'm sitting on my porch. I'm on the track, and we don't get showers down here. We get deluges. When it rains, it rains. And
not just a little bit, just a little sprinkle to settle the dust.
No. And but kids get out on that racetrack and just have a big time. We are, as I said earlier, we got it by the tail end of downhill drag now. This is Thursday of the fair. The fair ends at midnight tomorrow night, but we've got 2 big days ahead of us today.
On the radio, I heard them calling it Black Saturday.
Yeah.
The day that everybody goes home, and they recommended finding a dark, cold room
That's
and a
right.
Netflix series. It's just like,
so
you've done enough inside, outside.
So I tell you what I do is tradition for me. I'll move back home Saturday morning. My wife and I will shut our cabin down and clean up for the most part. And then I'll get home and unload. I got to cut grass. Hadn't been on a lawnmower in a week and a half, and then I'll. We'll order pizza or something that night, and I'll turn the air down, and I'll get in my recliner, and I'll turn on last year's football games on ESPN or something. And I went, okay, all right, another cycle in life.
It's funny you say that, because we mark things on the calendar as, all right, now it's time to think about this. I mean, I don't know when you – I know there's work that has to be done for legislators throughout the year. Mm-hmm. But at some point, your brain has to shift into, okay, we're about to go back into session.
Yeah, it'll be I'm not going to tell a story. I'm going to take next week off and may go to the beach or something. I don't know, just to sort of clear my brain, get the red dust out of my nostrils. And but, yeah, about the middle of August. I mean, really, I was talking to some of my colleagues in the House and Senate that were here yesterday, and we're beginning. Our mindset is beginning to look toward January, and we'll hear today. Of course, second day of political speaking today. We'll hear some things from some of the state officials today that we may have on the agenda on the plate come January. So.
Anything that you heard in the speeches yesterday? Was there a headline grabber? I mean, obviously, Lieutenant Governor spoke yesterday, and that was probably in terms of name, the biggest name that spoke yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Of course, the governor will be here this afternoon.
The governor will be here. Speaker White will be here today. I'm trying to think. Michael Watson, Secretary of State, Commissioner of Transportation Willie Simmons. We got a pretty full lineup this morning. Treasury, yeah.
David McRae going to be here as well.
David McRae, that's right.
I bumped into Stephen Kilgore, who's the local district attorney yesterday. He and I were in school together. I said, I was looking at the speaking list. I said, were you this morning or are you tomorrow? He goes, I was this morning. I said, oh, God, I missed it. He said, well, I don't know the last time I missed your radio show, and yet you missed me speak. I said, I don't believe you.
Stephen spoke, and then Lane Taylor, our newly elected senator, spoke. Then I spoke yesterday, and Stephen and I were backstage before we went on, and we're the local guys, and people don't – I don't know, but Stephen said, hey, Scott, he said, we could probably swap speeches. People wouldn't know.
Nobody would know the difference. Oh, that's good.
So anyway, good. But yeah, but political speaking, we're going to have a real big day today. We are anticipating good crowds here today on Founders Square. I think political speaking kicks off at 9 o'clock. I think maybe 9:20. But we'll have a good day today. Governor Reeves will be here. But in regard to what I'm going to be honest with you, I was backstage yesterday and dealing with some other stuff that I really didn't get to hear all of what the Lieutenant Governor said. I think he threw out some things that he said he would like to do in the 2026 session. I think a tax rebate was one of them. I don't know the intricacies of his plan, so I haven't had a chance to look at it or anything like that.
Discussion about a teacher pay raise.
Yeah, teacher pay raise, and so I know that the House, and I know that the House, in conversations I've had, I think the House will be looking at some school choice
you
things.
Think? You think that might be on the agenda next year?
Well, I think so. We've had it on the agenda for a couple of years, anyway. We'll see how that goes. I'll look for.
House is going to want to spend some of that money too, right?
The house.
Some of those special projects that didn't get funded.
Yeah, there are some infrastructure projects that communities need around the state that are going deferred maintenance on our universities and colleges, buildings, and things like that. We're going to, and got to remember, Richard, you know this, and the audience knows this. This is that money that is sitting there in our cash reserves, which we have accumulated through good fiscal policy. It's not our money. It's y'all's money. It's the taxpayers' money. And the taxpayers need to get the benefit of that. Do we need to keep the state in a fiscally sound position? Absolutely we do. Mm-hmm. Absolutely we do. But we don't need to hoard money back when our statutory savings accounts are full. We need to get that money put back in the state on much-needed infrastructure projects, whether it be roads and bridges or whatever, in the communities around the state.
Hope the final 48 hours or so of the fair is outstanding for you. Always appreciate you having us.
Yes, sir.
The Neshoba County Fair is growing on me.
Good. We're glad you're here. Glad you had your first night here.
We're back right after this.